So special moments for us right here, Defected Studios, East London. We've had some amazing guests, some amazing people roll through this studio. But Jazzy Jeff's in the building.
Yes, I am.
How are you, sir?
I am beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm happy to be here.
We were talking just off camera a minute ago, and I imagine you've spent years touring. You've been in London many times. Of all the places you tour in the world, what's the kind of feel and the energy when you come to London and you play?
Oh, London is like a second home. Especially because the second album that Will and I did, he's the DJ, I'm the rapper, we recorded at Battery Studios. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, I spent about 6 weeks here in the very, very beginning.
Do you remember which part of London you were staying at the time?
Yeah, it was Swiss Cottage.
Oh, okay.
We stayed at the Holiday
Inn
Inn Swiss Cottage. I ate the same thing every day. It was a bad first impression because I never pretty much left the hotel. We went from the studio to the hotel, went to sleep, woke up, went back to the studio. And then it was interesting, because we came over and we toured, and then we took, or I took a gap and came back with Kenny and Louis, Masters at Work, to do DJ dates, and London was very different. It went from, I don't think I like London, to, oh my God, I think London is one of my favorite cities, to the point that you know your way around, you have people here. It was at the point that we would land and everybody would go their separate ways because everybody had people. You knew where you wanted to go eat. You know where you wanted to go shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, London's like a second home.
You mentioned Kenny and Louis just a minute ago, and something that I always refer to when I talk about Kenny. When you come and when you DJ and when you play, it's party time. It's like, look, I'm going to come here. I'm going to make you dance.
That's it.
There's something about that ilk of DJ who just do it differently. When you can go from Prince to David Bowie to Public Enemy, and it's so free in the way that you do it. When you were first learning to play and when you were putting records together, what was expected of you as a DJ then?
There wasn't genre-specific DJs when I first started. You were just a DJ. Your job was to play good music and get the dance floor packed. And then it morphed into categories of DJs. And I've never changed the way that I played. I was brought up putting, my shirt says musical gumbo. I was brought up to throw everything in the pot, and some stuff fits, some stuff don't, but you deliver it to people because I don't know anybody who listens to one style of music. So I try to tap into a little bit of everything. I just want people to dance. That's it.
So me hearing that, it makes the hairs stand up even on my arms, because for me, that's the essence of it. Make them dance, come here and enjoy a party. And so often, particularly in the dance world, it can become quite one-dimensional.
Yes.
And a minute ago, you just said something to me that it was the nail on the head. You said that you had a little bit of time off, and normally you might relax. Most people go and chill. Go for a swim, I don't know. But you said, I had an opportunity to come and play some music, so I just wanted to come and do it, which means a DJ must still be as fun for you now as it was when you first started.
More. Because I'm older, a lot more mature, kind of know and can navigate my life a lot. It is the greatest time I've ever had, DJing. It has been, pretty much over the past 10 years.
I listened to your set upstairs and you were mixing it up. There were modern records. There were some classics from yesteryear as well. Currently at the moment, I know you speak highly of a lot of the new artists as well. Anyone who's inspiring you at the moment, records you're loving?
See, I'm weird. Because I don't know how to binge watch more than one television show. Like, I can't take in all it, because when I get into it, I really want to get into from the beginning to the end. And I'm the same way, that once I get an album or a record, I stay on that all day, every day for a week, that I know it by heart. It's some amazing music out. I've been really into Phil Boudreau. Just dropped a new album that is absolutely amazing. The fact that he played everything on it is even more amazing. And it's genreless.
Yeah.
I love when you're kind of because that takes me back to the essence. Before that, there was these categories, you know, it's good music. I have two genres. I have good music and bad music. And I don't really mess with the other side. So I'm all good music. But Phil Boudreau, Tank and the Bangers came out with a brand new album that I love. You know, and it just changes almost from week to week.
Man, I'm telling you, if the young DJs that are watching this need to listen to the words that you say and study the way that you play music, because there's so many DJs that start out as like the modern DJ, and it's like they start out with how do I beat match, but I'd actually rather you started out in how do I play a good selection of music. Something else you just said was you would find a record that you loved and you would stick with it.
Yes.
Stick with it. Learn that record inside out. Know how to play that at any opportunity and learn your records.
Yes, that's you know, to me, that's the beauty of it. You know, when I started, we couldn't walk down the street with any album or record in your hand and listen to an earbuds. So the fact that you can do that should be zero excuse of you learning your music, because you can take your music wherever you go. You go for a walk, you should be studying the music that you want to play. You should be discovering music that you can play. Because to me, as a DJ, our job, we are in an elite club. We are the ones that give the music to the public. So we should be the selectors. We should be the gatekeepers. We should be the ones that expose people to new music first. It shouldn't come the other way. It shouldn't be someone in the crowd giving you new music. You should be discovering music to give to them.
Wow. I have to touch on Philly. Unbelievably rich in musical history. As you know, we run Glitterbox here, which is soaked in Philadelphia International.
Yes.
When you were growing up in Philly, could you feel it bubbling? Was it a melting pot of just talent?
You know what was different? You don't know anything other than where you grew up. So imagine growing up in a city where every once in a while, someone like Kenny Gamble would do a guest DJ spot on a radio station. We thought that was normal. We didn't know that was something super special. So it was definitely great to grow up with that amount of music, and not just the music from the people that were from Philadelphia, but the people that came to Philadelphia to record with Gamble and Huff and Philly International and Sigma Sound and all of the studios. So, you know, you literally found yourself in the middle of a musical heaven.
Wow. And before we go today, I don't know if my phone, but it was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and we started the Glitterbox radio show, and we hit you up and we said, would you be on the radio show and pick 3 records? I'm pretty sure you don't remember. I asked you to pick 3 records at the time. You picked Billy Ocean Nights.
Woo!
You picked Hamilton Bohannon.
Yeah, wow, I played that.
Did you play it today?
Yes.
Let's Start the Dance, and you picked Hard Drive Deep Inside as well. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know I am. I know it's not an easy question, because there's millions upon millions of records you could pick.
Man. Yep.
But if you were going to play a record on the radio show today and you were going to intro it, which record would you choose?
You know what? I have never in my life been able to do that. As soon as you start asking me that question, my brain went blank. There's way too many music. I look at all of this music I have like my children. I cannot pick my favorite kid.
What about this then? What about if I asked you to pick your remedy? If I asked you to pick a record that...
See, you're doing it again.
Sunday afternoon, you're chilling, you need a little moment. It could be a Donny record, it could be Aretha, it could be Barry White, you may come more modern. Is there one record that touches your heart every single time?
Everybody Loves the Sunshine. Roy Ayers. That's classic. It is something about that record that... it almost seems like the sun comes out when you start playing that record. So play it on a cloudy day. See what happens.
I'm so happy that you picked that record. It's a pleasure to have you here. I know you've got some upcoming gigs and stuff coming up. As I said at the start of this conversation, we've had some amazing people pass through these studios, but any young DJ, aspiring DJ, any current DJ needs to hear the words that you say and watch the way that you put records together. For me, you're such an important part of what DJing should be. Block party culture, make the people dance, mix the records up. It's so important, and it's kind of been forgotten. So we thank you for being here. and we thank you for the music.
Oh, listen, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me in this beautiful space and playing some music. This is what I love, so I appreciate it.
Big shouts, Jeff. Cool, man.
Thank you.
Love, mate. Cool. Wicked.